get high. Let's get high. Tell me what
Today we have John, Hippieman, Novasad.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey man, thanks for coming out here and being a part of Blazin' Blunts with Rick and Roger.
Yeah, man.
We're trying, you know, something a little different.
A little blazing some blunts.
And I know you ain't shy to blazing no blunt.
I have blazed a blunt or two in my lifetime.
Yes, we have. We've been on the road and blazed some blunts.
Yeah, man. I've blazed blunts in places where, quite frankly, you shouldn't be blazing blunts.
I find those the best places to blaze blunts.
Those are
Ain't nothing like blazing a blunt on federal government property where people are just freaking out when you're smoking a little bit and then having to run from the cops.
Right.
It's like doing crack.
Yeah, and I just show them my special dollar, and then they let me go.
You have a special dollar?
Yeah,
I wish I had a special
I would like to know more
like
about
a Freemason ring.
Yeah, it's like, hey, that's not Washington on that dollar, but you get to go.
Very nice.
I wish that was a world I lived in.
Yeah,
Have you had any success in comedy like that? But like you get a special pass from some authority figure in a town, get a free sandwich or something, you know?
No, but I have gotten caught by, like, not a cop but a security guard when I was smoking and back behind a comedy club. And I was like, I'm one of the comics, and he let me go. I mean, not that the security guard was gonna.
I was about to say, what's he gonna do?
Yeah, I could have taken it, but it was weird. He was all uptight. He was like, kind of like that Barney Fife guy, man. He was all freaked out.
We're real strung out, ready to bring down the law.
Yeah, and he wanted to see the pipe too. I think he wanted to make sure I wasn't smoking crack.
I could see that, man.
I look like a crackhead, man.
I didn't say all that. See, you twisted my words up.
But yeah,
So how long you been smoking crack?
Oh man, I can't remember when I haven't been smoking crack.
Too many memories.
Yeah. Let's see, what year is it now?
I believe it's the 2014s.
Okay, so
How long you been doing comedy?
man, 33 years, something like that. No, I don't remember the very first time I got on stage, but it was a long ass time ago. It was like 1980. I remember this, and this is a weird way to remember shit, but John Lennon got assassinated, I'm pretty sure, in 1980, or he got shot in 1980. And I know that I was a comic. I mean, not much of one, but I had been on stage at that point. So right around there is when I started.
Nice. What were you doing before you decided to try to do comedy?
I worked at a warehouse. I actually worked for this company called Krupp Mail Order, K-R-U-P-P, and they were... there's a Krupp coffee maker, but we weren't affiliated with them. We were like a head shop through the mail. So we were a mail order head shop. We sold bongs, we sold underground comics, we sold cool, t-shirts and shit through the mail, man. And I was like,
were you like that ad in the back of the cool magazines and comics?
Kind of, yeah, where you could send in for a catalog. It was all before the internet, so people would send in for a catalog. And there was all this, there was Coke gear. I mean, it was all called snuff,
Yeah.
And then the bongs and pipes were tobacco accessories.
Nice.
But I worked there for probably 4 or 5 years. I don't like to brag, but I actually advanced to the shipping room supervisor. Not a real steep
Float your
climb,
boat, baby, float your boat.
But still, I was a responsible one.
I like how he says the pipes and bongs were for tobacco use. We're in Colorado, and it's legal for everybody over the age of 21. You still can't go up into a fucking Freakies or something and say, hey, let me check out the bong. They still give you shit for saying the word bong.
Oh, because you got to be like you're going for tobacco.
Water pipe. Yeah. Exactly. It's stupid. In Colorado, come on now. Let's get past the bullshit.
Yeah.
Where it's legal.
Well, let's get past the bullshit. Is a good. That should be a fucking politician's slogan.
Yeah, they should live past.
Let's get past the bullshit, man.
What do you think about how this legalized?
Well, I mean, I'm obviously very happy that it happened, but but the two-tier system is bullshit. You know what I mean? Like the people with the red card, I get it, but they just need to do a better way. Like, here's my solution to the whole thing. Every dispensary is recreational, and every recreational shop is a dispensary. And then if you have a red card, you can reserve the strains that you need.
I like it.
you know.
Oh,
And
as
you get
the
a
medicine.
discount. Yeah. and
See,
the-
they don't treat it as medicine anymore. They'll tell you, here's for the medical, here's for the recreational, but it comes out the same big old bag out back.
Right.
So it's
that's,
like,
that's
well, what
the
is
bullshit,
this
and then
shit?
it costs more.
This isn't medical at all.
And
you know?
I hate to say it, but I admit I'll spend like $6 or $7 more for an eighth if I'm out of weed, and I can literally go across town to not a dispensary, but a recreational shop.
Right.
I'll pay the extra $6 or whatever it is in tax and handling and shit, so that I can go get that eighth. And that's where I, Hippieman, am a little disappointed in myself, because if I just did a little extra work, I could still buy it on the street for fucking, $10 cheaper. And that's the part where it's fucked up, because
The
if
homie
they did it
hookup is still
right,
out
they
there.
should have been able to do away with the whole thing, and it should have just been, you walk in and you buy an eighth for $30. That's
Yeah,
what
it shouldn't
be.
have. What is it now? Like $60 to $80?
No, it's like, I spent 42.
Okay.
So, I'll
What
even
dispensary
spot
was that at?
35. That was in Boulder at the Terrapin Station, and it's
And that's the high quality, the high grade?
yeah, that was like for Blue Dream.
Yeah, no, Blue Dream's good, yeah.
So like for 42, I got an eighth of Blue Dream.
See, that's not bad, man. Down
Yeah.
here, they're like $60 for
Yeah, I've
fucking-
heard 70
Yeah.
at a
Yeah,
few places.
so-
Like
and then
60
there,
something.
you know what else? And I wish I could remember the name of it, and I could be wrong, but I'm gonna give it a whirl. I think it's Kind Care, but it's on it's on the road to Lyons, man. You are literally outside of Boulder. Like if you keep going on 28th Street and you keep going north, then it turns back into 36 and it goes to Lyons. Right when it turns back into 36, there's some weird road that you make a right on. and it's-
Some old dirt road.
well, almost. I can't remember the name of that fucking road now. But anyway, I went back there. I was looking for pre-rolled, and man, they had pre-rolls for $8. And that's, I don't know if that's a fair price or not. But I wanted these pre-rolled joints to give as gifts to some friends of mine, and I was really happy that I am amazed that's the level that I'm amazed at as somebody who grew up in Colorado, that I can literally go to a shop now, show them my ID
Yeah.
like I'm in a liquor store, and then go buy weed.
This shit's tight.
Number-
Well, that's always nice.
I usually just hear that in my head.
How about the laws like with the DUIs and stuff? How do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's fucking crazy. I think whoever invents the breathalyzer test for marijuana is going to be a billionaire, man. But
They're gonna suck too.
yeah, but here's the thing. How many cops want to literally bring somebody back that they think is too high to do a blood test back at the station?
I think the ones who have to prove a point, especially the younger ones. I think the assholes who were like, "Yeah, I'm in charge," and
right,
watch.
and they will do it. They will take the
There's
time
always
to do
going to
it.
be that batch, no matter what.
Like,
time
look at
it
how
is.
I'm following the book.
Right.
There's always going to be that asshole,
Yeah, that
We got
part,
pulled over going up to Blackhawk, me and a couple people, and we were just told what the laws are, sort of. And he still let us go. Like, it stunk like this, like what we're doing now, smoking it out, and it was like this, and the cop just told us,
And were you driving?
yeah, and he looked me dead in my face, and he's like, "Are you high?" I said, "No." And he goes, "Oh, I'm going to take your word for that." And I said, "Good." I don't know what else
Because
to
I'm
do
high
here.
as shit, motherfucker.
I'm high all the time, though. But, you ain't got to be high now. Within the last 30 days, if you fucking blazed up, then you can end up getting a DUI.
Well, this is true, man. This is a true story. The first time I bought recreational marijuana, I literally went like 4 blocks from here to the creek where, I go to smoke weed. It's close to where I work.
It's beautiful. There's
Yeah.
ducks.
And so it's 6 o'clock at night. It's still light out. It wasn't winter. It was like spring, I waited. Boulder, where I live, man, it took them forever to get an actual recreational shop. It wasn't until like maybe February or March.
Yeah, because it's still not like it's like the Wild West, but there's only like 70 shops, if that. That might
Yeah.
be an exaggeration.
Of recreational
that are
shops,
recreational, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I do think this, and I'm being tangential, but I'll say this. I think that what is fucking really cool about all this, regardless of the pricing and the 2-tier system and all that shit, is that we are the fucking bellwether state for legalized marijuana. And having the medicinal for those however many years that was
He
beforehand,
was like 4 or 5.
yeah, as a trial run, was fucking great. And I mean, I think the transition has been phenomenal. You know, you can say whatever you want about the taxes, whether it's too high, whatever. But everything else, man, I mean, it's fucking worked. And I think we've proven, and I mean, I think that as we go further, we will prove to the nation that it should be fucking legalized, you know, everywhere. Or at the very least, decriminalized so that we don't fucking clog up the court system.
See, and that's
with a bunch
my
of
worry.
bullshit paperwork.
Is that it hasn't been decriminalized.
It
Like, they've
hasn't.
just added on a new law and, like, new shit that can make it even worse than what it was before.
Well, I mean, I think
That's what I'm worried
here,
about.
what you're talking about is like having to fucking shell out money. You know, if you get busted smoking in public, it's going to cost you like $100 or whatever.
Right,
the fuck it is.
or in prison.
But that's just the same as, you know, drinking in public.
Right. I mean, it's fucked up, but it's at least manageable. I mean, I'm not going to have a court date unless I'm a, you know, multiple offender, I guess. I don't know if I, you know, smoke in public numerous times.
Yeah.
It'd be like, Jesus, buddy, you're a habitual offender. And I'm like,
And here we are on the corner of Hammer 15th and
smoking
downtown.
weed.
Yeah. So what keeps you going,
One
man?
sec.
What keeps me going? Hey,
Yeah.
man, I'll tell you what, and it's a cliche, but it's true. Fucking stand-up comedy keeps me going. I love doing stand-up comedy, and being based here in Denver, you know, knock on GM Formica, or whatever the fuck that is, but seriously, man, I mean, I love doing the shows, and I like to travel and all that, and it really is what keeps me going.
Nice. Yeah, I had fun with you when we traveled, man. You're a fun guy. You know, you don't see too many people your age blending with the younger folks like you do, man. Easy, too, with everybody, it seems like.
But it's just because I'm doing what I like. You know what I mean? Like, as far as what I do on stage, it's all about me. I mean, but it's true. You know, I'm working the way that I like to work, and so.
But it is something that definitely, like, when I was young, I started at 21. You were one of the guys. You and Chuck Roy were the two that were like, these two are the older guys that are funny.
Yeah, thanks. I mean,
I've always liked working with you, man. You're great. I love your shows. Every time I see you, you make me laugh.
you know, I am glad that I found it, and or it found me, because it really does just, I don't know. Maybe it's
Obviously,
me
it keeps
talking
you
about-
alive. Look at comedy keeps you alive.
Yeah,
So
man. That's my plan.
He's
It's
only
part of
35,
Obamacare.
guys, actually.
I'm 35.
He's been doing
and
this
I've been
since
on
he
the
was 3.
road. The road has fucking really just sapped the shit out of me.
Mm.
And, I'm 35, but I feel like I'm, I don't know, 36.
You got any big things coming up? Anything in the future? Plans?
You know, I just am doing my show, and I am doing, it's not a one-person show, but I'm doing a variety show called Hippieman's Plan for America.
Nice.
And it really has turned into a variety show, and it's me hosting. I have a couple friends, a guitar player, and we fix the country and do sketches, and there's 2 songs, and then everybody goes home. So
Where can we find this Hippie Man's Plan for America?
the next place, well, I mean, it's a ways away, but I'm going to be in the Aspen Laugh Festival in February.
Nice.
And then there'll be some stuff around Denver before that, but that's where. I just did it at the Dairy Center in Boulder, and I'm currently looking for venues.
Okay.
You got a website, Facebook, all that jazz, Twitter.
I do, but my website is really about flipping houses. So if you need to flip a house,
Hippieman.com.
Hell yeah.
If you need comedy, Facebook.com/Hippieman.
You on the Twitter?
I have an account, but I'm really lackadaisical. I am on Facebook, /hippiecomic. I think.
Do you like the social media? Because you started doing this when there was no social media.
Right. Here's what I mean. I still don't have a smartphone. I need to get a smartphone for 2 reasons. Because I need to check emails all the time, and I would tweet more for whatever reason it is. If I wasn't a fucking comic, I would not give a shit about Facebook. or
Look at all
Twitter.
these
That's how I
goddamn
feel,
things.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a heavy Facebook presence, and what I like about it is it makes me write. I throw away a lot of jokes that I would never do on stage on Facebook. You know?
Right.
But it makes me write.
That's also what I do with Twitter. It's just a nice little spot to get out a quick one-liner, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
they'll be seeing you put out a bunch of crazy shit from time to time. I'm like, what the hell is he talking
No, but it's true. It makes you write, and that's always good.
about? Nice.
Chances are I'm doing a show near you.
You're at
There
both
you go,
Comedy
that's
Works
how you do it.
South and downtown regularly.
Yeah, totally.
It's good. That's
I feel like Led Zeppelin should be playing right now.
I think that we've reached the end of the blunt. Everybody's
Yeah.
like, all right.
Yeah, we have.
Now, we appreciate you sitting down with us, man.
Thank you very much.
You know,
Yeah,
you know what it's like to start out new. We're just trying different ideas, get people's attention, and also let people know what we're all about here in Denver. And, you know, how do you like the Denver comedy scene? Because you see comedy all over the place, man.
Yeah, I mean, Denver has always been good, but it's like fucking great. You know, it's just amazing to see what people are doing in this town. You know, yeah, it makes me proud.
You got any wisdom for the young up-and-comers like me and Roger?
Digitally record yourself, audio, video. Audio is fucking really good, man. Record yourself, listen to yourself, write notes to yourself, make changes, and then fucking record it again and listen to it and write notes. That's the advice I have for everybody.
Thanks from Hippieman. Right on. Thank you very much, John. We appreciate you
Thank
sitting
you.
down with us. John Novasad, everybody.
Let's get high.
That's it, man.
Tell me what you waiting for. Go on and fire up. I be smoking so much chronic, you would think I be tired, but